everybody, this is Wasting Fall here, and welcome back to Skinwalker. I accidentally messed up on my thing, and I accidentally deleted the game, so I actually had to re-go through everything. So we're going to be a little bit back beforehand, but I've done everything else up to this point correctly, including the picking up the fake Celeste, like lifting her up and holding her hand. Right now, I'm going to be going outside this time, because that's what I wanted to do originally. Her eyes grew wide and shocked. Oh boy. What are you doing? No, I'm the real one. The one out there, that's the imposter. I was kind of in a trance, unsure what to do, and staring down at her. Maybe I would have stabbed her if the voice at the door hadn't changed into some low, deep, guttural voice. Then it became high-pitched like a little girl's. I pulled my knife away. I snapped out of the trance. Now with nausea was returning, I got to the door and opened it. There was a trail of black liquid. I am going to choose to go outside this time. The thing was nowhere to be seen. As I was turning around to look at the roof, there it was. It was too close to a corner, about to turn. It looked like an albino male with really long limbs. It had fangs instead of toes. It had fingers instead of toes, and all 20 of them were elongated. He was facing away from me. Suddenly, his head swiveled 180 degrees and stared at me. Oh my god, that'd be terrifying. I started choking up, as if suffocating, and it was hard to breathe. The thing opened its mouth and slowly and deliberately. I thought it was going to devour me when its tongue snaked out. On the tip of the tongue was my face like a tumor. Eyes closed, lips upturned into some kind of psychotic smile. There's a legend somewhere. When you see a doppelganger, you die. I thought of that legend, but then the creature rounded the corner and it was gone. I lost it and followed, vision hazy. My heartbeat suddenly seemed splitting to me. I was stumbling because of my legs seemed to be unable to coordinate. Suddenly I stumbled forward and toppled down. Once I lay there face down in the grass, my body just seemed to shut down. I couldn't move, I couldn't even turn my head. There was something dripping on my back. Uh-oh. I may have made the wrong choice, boys. My eyelids seemed heavy and started closing of their own accords. I saw white feet with long fingers and toes step into view. Oh god, what have I done? When my eyes opened, Celeste was shaking me. She was on the brink of tears and her voice was crackling. Get up, get up, get up! That bastard was in your skin! Wait, what? My head hurt. I was about to ask her what happened when she started pulling me backwards towards the door. We toppled out and stumbled towards Darren's car, which had been parked in a different location from what I remembered. I was glad to be alive. The mist had stopped completely. Celeste was downright crying now. She picked me up. She pushed me into the back seat that's when I noticed I was wearing different clothes from when I lost consciousness. Michael was there, hurled up and face buried in his knees. Some clothes, stained with blood, were beside him. They were mine. Darren immediately stepped on the pedal, but nothing happened. He swore and did it again. I noticed that Celeste was armed with a shotgun from the cabin. I asked him what was going on. That thing joined us. He looked like you. We got out of the house and found the car. We were halfway down the road. Then Michael started screaming. I looked at Michael. He had a glazed over look in his eyes. The thing burst out of your clothes and jumped out of the car. Michael had the shotgun. He was firing out the window. We saw the thing run all the way back to the house at the friggin' speed of light. He was in my skin? Yeah. I looked down at myself, wondering if I had been possessed, or if worse, that thing had cut off my skin and wore it as a coat. I shuddered at the thought of something crawling around in my skin. I asked Michael if he was alright. What the The thing talked to me. I was about to ask what. He didn't. I asked about what. He didn't respond. I realized he was sobbing. The car jolted into motion. Darren first pumped as the car started accelerating. I turned back towards the cabin and saw the albino thing standing on the roof of the house, watching us. I shuddered and turned back, Celeste screaming. The thing was in front of our car on the windshield. It opened its mouth, and my tongue face slithered out. Celeste fired the shotgun. The glass shattered, and it was thrown backwards. Darren shrieked, and I saw blood coming from his face. Something pierced my face. I realized it was the glass. The car skid to a stop. The car doors opened. Without any hesitation or reason, I fell out. The thing lay directly across from me, eyes closed as if it were sleeping. I wished I could close my eyes. Its mouth hung open and I saw myself again emerging. I didn't move or say anything because I couldn't. My face looked at me and stared at the talk. I love you. I love you. I love you. I want to be you. It repeated over and over and over again. It was coming close to me. I wondered if it was going to bite me to death. The thing's eyes shot open, and I realized it was going to kiss me. What the fuck? I managed to regain some control and instinctively twisted back from it. I guess that's what saved me. There was a sound like an explosion and blood spouted from the thing. Celeste was standing over it. Her face and body were bleeding and she had this spaced out, psychopathic look in her eye. She had just fired the shotgun. My face looked directly at me. I am you, it whispered. She fired again, and I saw my own face begin rotting into nothing, more than a skeleton in front of me. The thing's head flowered open. That's the best words I can find to describe it. Its head had kind of a split, and split again, peeling away. I saw faces. Lots of them. All inside of its head. I think I saw Celeste's and Michael's face. They were whispering something unintelligible. At the center, where the brain should be, there was a single red cat-like eye that was rotating in its socket. It was producing the mechanical droning sound. Celeste fired one last thing. The thing sort of withered away, becoming wrinkled and small and rotten, until it just disappeared. Celeste dropped the shotgun. I started twitching and spasming out of control of my body. Started to return to me. Eventually I stood up. We got in the car silently. Darren was bleeding too, but no one said anything. We drove back to the city in silence. We explained away the damage, car being attacked by some crazy thieves. We had ourselves patched up. Michael was still in a shock-like state. I hear he was like that for a while. When I asked him what he thought of the incident later, he denied it ever happening, with compelling conviction. His eyes looked dead, and he had lost weight. I don't know if he forced himself to not remember, or if he generally knows nothing of it. I know what I saw, but I can't remember the exact place. It has been 2 months now. We still refrain from talking about it. If you were expecting some huge twist or something, you'd be disappointed. I still don't know what we met out there. I don't want to know, actually. I still have nightmares about my own face. Shouting, I am you. One thing I do know, though. I am never going camping. Ever again. Well, everyone, that was Skinwalker. I have to admit, that was a pretty intense game. Didn't understand the kissing part, though. Well, if you liked it, leave a like. If you enjoyed my content, please subscribe. Check out a couple other of my videos. And as always, have a nice day.